President Trump gets some payback for those responsible for the Russia collusion hoax. He calls out the radicals over at MSNBC, and he has Justin Trudeau in tears. Here's the top 5 reasons Trump is trending today.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cafe, he's in our air.
Number 1 reason Trump is trending today, Trump signs an executive order suspending the security clearance for Perkins Coi employees. Who is Perkins Coi? They are a lawfare firm that was responsible for part of this Russia collusion hoax. You may remember the famous Steele dossier. They were responsible for facilitating that, which led to the spying on Trump. Also responsible for the Alpha Bank hoax. They were involved with the Fusion GPS, election law changes. They likely had access to the NSA systems. They are now out. Trump makes sure that they have security clearance no longer. He actually, as he was signing it, or right before he signed it, he said, this is an honor to sign. These are people that did Trump wrong, and hopefully this isn't the end of it, just revoking their security clearance. Hopefully there'll be more penalties for these people to pay. Number 2 reason Trump is trending today, he called out the radical hosts over at MSNBC, Rachel Maddow and Nicole Wallace, for their disgraceful remarks around DJ Daniel, the newest member of the Secret Service. And of course now DJ Daniel, a household name, but leave it to these lunatics to try to make it about something else and spoil the whole thing. Nicole Wallace especially. I mean, this woman goes live on air and ties this whole thing into January 6th and takes a beautiful moment, says, I hope he doesn't grow up and have to defend the Capitol and then unalive himself because of MAGA supporters and that, he doesn't have to defend against Trump. It was absolute sickening and disgusting what she said. She couldn't just enjoy this moment, leave it be, and then move on to some other category where her Trump derangement syndrome could come into play. No, she seethes and foams at the mouth anytime there's something positive about Trump. Couldn't help herself. Same with Rachel Maddow. Rachel Maddow called it disgusting and a spectacle, Trump honoring this young man who is a brain cancer survivor with a special agent badge to the Secret Service. We know who these people are. They are shameful. Trump called them out, put them on blast, and said they should resign from MSNBC, and I think MSNBC should fire both of them. Number 3 reason Trump is trending today, he signs an executive order declaring March Women's History Month. We know that Donald Trump is somebody who is very, very pro-woman. He protects women in the women's sports. We know that. He got that done. And what's funny is, for all of the nonsense we always hear about the left, about praising people for their historical roles in this or historical roles in that, Donald Trump has had more than anybody else, right? But they never want to talk about that on the mainstream media. Just a few of them. You have Kellyanne Conway was the first woman to manage a successful presidential campaign. Gina Haspel was the first female director of the CIA. Sarah Huckabee Sanders was the first mother who served as White House press secretary. Susie Wiles, the first female White House chief of staff. Tulsi Gabbard, the first female director of national intelligence. There's just a few of them. There's many more. Trump, very, very pro-woman. You never hear anything about this from the mainstream media whatsoever. But I can tell you, just from being at so many of the Trump rallies during the campaign cycle, women come out in droves. They love President Donald Trump. They showed up for President Donald Trump. And as the father of a little girl myself, I could just say, thank you, President Donald Trump, for having the back of our little girls in this country. Number 4 reason Trump is trending today, Trump's speech numbers are in, and they are up 13% higher than Biden's last State of the Union. This is reported by the left-wing Variety. They're using the Nielsen numbers. 36.6 million viewers tuned in to watch Trump's address. Compare that to 32.2 million who turned in to watch Biden's final one in 2024. And of course, this is 36.6 million on old school cable network TVs, MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, all that stuff. This does not take into account the people that are watching live. We know there was millions and millions of people watching on Rumble, on YouTube, on X alone. So Donald Trump, the numbers just for the basic one that they measure, up 13% over Joe Biden's. Everybody had a positive review of this, even the CNN audience, even the CBS audience. Everybody loved it, and it was a banger from President Donald Trump. Number 5 reason Trump is trending today. Justin Trudeau was literally in tears today. This coming after Trump bashed him with a few Truth Social posts. Also, we learned today Justin Trudeau, as he's being all teary-eyed, telling everybody he was going to step down and resign just a couple of months ago. Now, of course, it doesn't look like he's going to resign. He's going to just keep that power. That very hard to believe a guy like Justin Trudeau would ever let go of the power once he has it. Even though, despite the fact that the people in Canada want nothing to do with him, his approval rating is 20% or lower all the time. Trump put this post up on Truth today. Believe it or not, despite the terrible job he's done for Canada, I think that Justin Trudeau is using the tariff problem, which he has largely caused, in order to run again for prime minister. So much fun to watch. Now, this comes on the heels of a previous Trump Truth Social post. Justin Trudeau of Canada called me to ask me what could be done about the tariffs. I told him that many people have died from fentanyl that came through the borders of Canada and Mexico, and nothing has convinced me that it has stopped. He said it's gotten better. I said that's not good enough. The call ended in a somewhat friendly manner. He was unable to tell me when the Canadian election is taking place, which made me curious, like, what's going on here? I then realized he is trying to use this issue to stay in power. Good luck, Justin, which is exactly what he is doing. Now, also in Canada, you have these Canadians removing American booze off of the shelves. You see them all across social media, taking all the American whiskey and all the American beer off the shelves. I don't know how much more retarded this could look, because this is already alcohol that is already paid for by the Canadians, but they're going to take it off the shelves in somehow a self-inflicting wound to kind of try to stick it to the United States. And as we all know, Canada needs us far more than we need them. We'll see how it plays out. That's what I got for you guys. If you enjoyed these breakdowns, please follow the podcast so you can hear the top 5 reasons Trump is trending each and every day.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.